Hey channel, welcome back to my guys, and I have some bad news. I am COVID positive, yay! And this is why I sound a little bit nasally. But I promised you guys that I'm gonna make this guitar tutorial once I reach 1000 views on this video. So if you guys haven't watched that video, please watch it first because that's what we're gonna work on today. So yeah, despite having COVID, I promised you guys to make this video and that's why I'm making it. And my hair is really long right now, so please bear with that. If any one of you guys want to sponsor my haircut, please do so, but just kidding. So just a quick disclaimer that this video is going to be harder to follow than my other guitar tutorials because this is going to be a fingerstyle guitar tutorial, and I assume that you guys who want to play this song has some basic fingerstyle knowledge already. So I won't go through all the basics. If you guys want a completely beginner's guide to guitar, I'm planning to make that soon once I reach 10,000 subscribers. So yeah, please help me get there. So yeah, to play this song you would need to place a capo on the 2nd fret, and you would need to know 4 chords. It's quite basic if you're an intermediate guitar player. First is A minor, then an E7, and then an F major. I assume you guys know these chords already. So to start off, we have the intro. So how did I do the intro? Something like that. So how do you do that? That's basically tap harmonics. If you can't play the intro, it's okay because you don't need to really be able to play the intro to play this fingerstyle arrangement. You can just skip it. If you guys know tap harmonic, this should be straightforward for you guys. So what are tap harmonics? So you know your basic harmonics, like let's say if you have the A minor chord, you can do this with your harmonics. So yeah, it's basically the same principle, but instead of doing this, you can actually tap the harmonics instead. So like use one finger to tap it out. You see? It's quite soft, but yeah, you get the point. And if you follow the shape of your fingers over here, translated 12th fret over, you'll get the tap harmonic. It's an A minor, and then we move on to an E7, and then the percussive part, I just use my right hand to do this. Okay, and then the left hand to do this. Something like that. So yeah, you get the intro. Next we have the verse. So how do I do the verse? We start with an A minor. Okay, these 3 strings, string 5, string 3 and string 2, plug them together. That's the chord. So from this A minor shape, you'll pluck the 2nd string 3 times like this. 1, 2, 3, and the rhythm goes something like that. Then the next step, you'll pluck the 5th string again, the bass note. So it sounds something like again. And then the next step, you'll be slapping your guitar while strumming at the same time. And I want you to stop the strum at the 3rd string. So it sounds like this. So how do you do this? You use your thumb to slap the strings. So I don't want you guys to slap like this. I want you guys to slap in a rotational motion. You see this? And while you rotate, you just put your index finger out like this heart shape, but only half. You see that? You can just practice that part first, and then once you get all the parts done, you'll have and then change to an E7. Repeat again, do an A minor, and then the last part, go to the first string, and then put your pinky on the 3rd fret and slide all the way to the 5th fret. And that's it for the verse. So the verse will go something like this. Now we move on to the pre-chorus. So the pre-chorus goes something like, so to play the pre-chorus, you would need to know 3 different F shapes. So the first one is picking up from the verse where it ends here. Okay, now you put your index finger on F, first fret of the 6th string, and your middle finger on the 2nd fret of the 3rd string. So you will form this F chord, and your pinky will be stretched all the way here, which is not very easy to do, but yeah. And then when you pluck your 6th, 3rd, 2nd and 1st string, you'll get this sound. And this is the chord we want. Try to get this sound first. Okay, this is training, but yeah. So once you get this chord, the next one would be still an F, but you move your pinky from the 5th back to the 3rd fret. So you'll get this sound. That's your 2nd shape. Your 3rd shape would be remove your pinky and then use your index finger to bar the whole 1st fret. So it's basically like your F chord, and you'll get this sound. It's the same as your normal F chord. If you play your normal F chord, it's also the same sound, but since we're not using these 2 fingers, we can just let it go. You hear that? So how do you combine these 3 shapes together? First, starting from your 1st shape, you'll just pluck it out. Okay, do the bass once again. You see that? 1, 2, 1, 2, and keep. And once this is done, you move to the 2nd shape. And how do you do your 2nd shape? You slap and strum at the same time, just like, and then we pluck the bass again, like that. So combining the 1st and 2nd one, we get, okay, and then you go to the 3rd shape. So it's exactly the same. Pluck, 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 pluck. So combining all the 3 shapes you get. Okay, and then from here you slap and strum at the same time again, but stop at your 2nd fret, because this is your melody. So far we have. Okay, from here we move on to an E7 shape. So E7, pluck the 1st string, 6th string, strum and slap. So okay, and then put your pinky pinky on the 3rd fret of the 2nd string, and then you can do a vibrato too. How you do a vibrato is this: move your pinky like that, up and down, so it goes something like. So the whole E7 chord goes something like. Again. Again. So the starting from the very top, it would sound something like. Okay, and then we repeat the exact same thing. And then the last part, this is where it differs. So instead of going to the 2nd string 3rd fret, we go to the 1st string 3rd fret. So instead of doing this, we go to the 1st string 3rd fret, and then slide it over to the 4th fret. So we'll get that, and then you will be strumming up. And then just strum, and then you add this. So to do this, you just take your hand, place it somewhere over here, wherever you want, strum the 6th string, and then just drag it down. So the second part of the pre-chorus goes something like. Yeah. Now we move on to the chorus, and this is the last part of the song. So for the chorus, we'll be using another shape of the F chord. So starting from the index finger on the 2nd string, middle finger on the 3rd string, ring finger on the 4th string, so this forms a staircase, and then thumb, bring it over on top, and then drop it down on the 1st fret. So you get this F chord, and then put your pinky on the 2nd string 3rd fret. And you might wonder, why are we using 2 fingers on 1 string? Because we will be doing a pull off later. So the song will go like, oh the misery, and that is. So we would need to pull off our pinky here. We'll get to that part later on, but yeah, that is why we need 2 fingers on 1 string. So the whole chorus sounds something like. So how you play the chorus is, we start strumming the F chord first. We start with 2 strums of the F chord, and then slap and strum at the same time, but stop at the 2nd string. And if you can vibrato your pinky too. So you can practice that first. Again, and then 1st string. Again. Again. And then from the 1st string, we go back to the 2nd string while plucking the bass at the same time. So 2nd string and 6th string together, and then pull off your pinky. So So we have a pull off from 3rd fret to 1st fret. Okay. And then from here, pluck the 3rd string. So all together we have. Okay, you can hear the song already. And then slap again. So that's the F chord. Then we move on to an E7. So it's an E7, but instead of playing like this, your index finger will be barring the first 3 strings. And then your pinky will be at the 2nd string, 3rd fret. Like this. So the chord will sound something like. And then you will pull off your pinky. So you'll get this sound. Then you just repeat that. Slowly combining everything together, you'll get. This one is just a normal slide from 3 to 5. So doing it again. Again. And then we can have a slide again. So the F and the E7 together, we have. And then we repeat it again. The second part of the chorus goes something like. And that's it. So how do you play the second part of the chorus? We first start with an F chord, similar to the previous one, but without the pinky. So the previous one was this, the current F chord would be this, without the pinky. So how do you do this? So we start with the 3rd fret. Okay, and then we pluck the open 2nd string and then hammer on with your index finger. Try to get that sound first. Once you get that right, strum down twice. And then slap and strum at the same time again to the open 2nd string. So open your index finger again and then do this. So you see that? Again. Continuing from there. Slowly. Okay, and then slap and strum at the same time, stopping at the 4th string. And then you hammer on the 2nd fret of the 4th string. So you'll get this sound. Practice this first. So combining it together, you'll get. Okay, and then after that you'll just do an E7, normal one, and just strum down. Do that. So everything together will be. repeat again. And then the last part, finally index finger on the 5th fret 6th string, and then hammer on to the 1, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hammer on to the 8th fret, and then just drag it down. And that's it. From here, you repeat the whole thing again. And if you want to be creative, you can add a bit of thumb percussion, but yeah, those are for you guys who can do the first parts already. So to add on the percussion, just now what I teach you was, you can just add the percussions here. But you guys can experiment on that on yourself, or just watch the cover that I made to refer to it. And that's it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. This is my very first time making a fingerstyle guitar tutorial. I'm actually thinking of making tabs. If you guys want tabs, maybe I can make a Patreon page in the future and you guys can subscribe to it and gain access to my Patreon tabs. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please do subscribe if it helps. I hope it helps, and see you next time.